Welcome to Gun Thoughts! Sig MPX K, Gen 3, short stroke gas piston, not a blowback piece of AR9 or Scorpion. This is, in fact, the Sig MPX K, maybe Gen 3, that's what some people call it online, because of M-lock here, Timney trigger here, firing pin spring here so that firing pin doesn't explode when you most need it.
Good job, Sig.
Finally.
You fixed your gun.
Finally it works. So we actually have quite a bit of experience with this gun. We've had this thing for a little bit over a year now, and we have shot it quite a bit because it's really fun to shoot this gun. Since we're mostly going to say nice things about this, let's get the bad stuff out of the way first, because we get it, Sig. No one's perfect.
Even you.
Especially
Even you. Wow, shocking.
P320.
No one's perfect.
Let's talk about the things we didn't like about this gun. The first thing that we noticed is the charging handle. The charging handle is insanely hard to use. It doesn't really work from this side. It works about 50% of the time. From this side, it just locks up on the gun. And if you, God forbid, do this with the gun,
Ow, that hurts.
it does hurt. So I definitely do not think this charging handle belongs on this gun. I'm not sure who designed this. It's crap. We don't like it.
Another thing about the MPX-K that we ran into that sort of has become a little bit of an issue is that the handguard over the last 1,000 rounds has begun doing this. And that's not the foregrip. That's the handguard moving about 1 millimeter back and forth. And one theory is it developed from doing one of these and bump firing it. But another compelling theory is that Sig's folding stock actually impacts the handguard on this little beveled sloped surface. And having this press against that surface has created the slop.
That is compelling indeed.
Yes, I concur.
So, for all the good things you did, Sig,
You f***ed it up.
you f***ed it up. Why'd you do that? This gun is so good. Ah! That said, the upper is monolithic up until this point, so you're really only having one slot of rail that might not hold zero quite as well. So, not the end of the world.
When we got it, and it was a pistol, it came with a brace. And the brace was a merry-go-round of uncomfortable feelings. And when you just happened to accidentally shoulder it, it would move around in that shoulder pocket just willy-nilly, of course accidentally. And it was definitely tantamount that we changed it to a stock as quickly as we could.
I mean, there are other brace options out there, but look how cool that stock looks.
This looks so cool.
It looks good.
Yeah.
You had to kill so many people to unlock this.
Yeah, dude, that's like weapon level 62.
69, nice.
I get that you have to make pistol braces uncomfortable, otherwise they can be considered a stock, but when I accidentally shoulder this, it's more than uncomfortable.
So, with the bad out of the way, let's get into the good stuff. And there is actually quite a bit. Yeah, pretty good gun. Lots of modern firearms try to do ambi, and lots of modern firearms do ambi pretty badly. This is not one of them. They actually did it pretty well on this thing, so take notes, guys. We've got ambi selector, and it's smaller on this side. Take notes, CZ Scorpion. You've got a bolt release here on the right side, which is actually quite useful for righties because you can insert a mag on an empty bolt and drop it with your index finger. It's pretty fast. It's kind of like a bad lever, but you're not going to ND. Moving on to the other side, we've got a mag release here, which you can use to strip and retain a mag if you're a righty. And if you're a lefty, you can use it to just load normally with some semblance of being an actual functioning human being. Going to the rear of the weapon, we have 1913 rail here. This is something that Sig does on several of their guns, and actually we like that quite a bit because now you have just a myriad of stock options, stonks. And we actually like the Sig minimalist one because it's nice and light and it folds up really nicely. All the controls are still there, and you could chuck this in a small bag and take it where you need to go. It's good to go.
Another really nice feature about the Sig MPX is this massive gaping mag well. It makes it incredibly hard to miss those reloads with this massive gaping mag well, and you'd have to be practically handicapped not to hit it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Reliability. This gun basically cycled all types of ammo that we had. It cycled flat nose, cycled hollow points, 147s, 115s, blazer, steel case, aluminum case. It cycled some alleged tight group reloads for a while, which I know people have had issues with, but it seemed to work fine in ours until after about 2,600 rounds of no cleaning and just bump firing this into the dirt. The firing pin channel became so clogged with carbon that the firing pin would no longer protrude.
After we left it in a wet field for a while.
Yeah, we came back and got it from the field. We found it, and
Then the next day,
it just stopped working on us. It was very sad.
yeah, and then we cleaned it and now it works again, which is wild.
That's wild.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Apparently it does say to keep
Clean.
it on a cleaning schedule in the manual, but we can't read. So if you guys get one, make sure you have your mom or dad read it to you.
Clean your guns occasionally,
Don't clean your guns. Just discover when they fail, and then
throw them away and get a different one.
Yep.
and then throw them away and get it.
That's why PSA is the best.
One of the super nice features of this generation of MPX is the trigger is so good. It's a Timney from the factory, single stage, basically no take up, pretty light break, not light enough that you're gonna blow your dick off, but light enough that you can bump fire pretty good.
Really good.
Very short reset, great for shooting fast, and it actually helps with accuracy too. The gun groups quite well. The only thing we really had problems with was blazer brass. Everything else shoots pretty tight groups, and this gun would have no problem pushing 9mm beyond its effective range. To show you guys just how nice this trigger is, we are all together now. Just going to thumbs first, boys. And
Oh. Sig MPX, where he is.
There he is.
Where he is. So Sig did a really good job making this gun seem as if it's made to last for a long time. They made the cam travel path right here replaceable, and they also made the latches for the charging handle right here replaceable. So if you eventually wear out this gun, you can replace those. They also made the handguard thingy right here replaceable.
But there's no point, Sig, because the stock's just gonna break it again. Why'd you do that? The gun's so good. Why? Ah!
No one ever folded it. Not even one time to check it.
One of the things I love most about the Sig MPX is it has an incredible recoil impulse, especially compared to other PCCs and direct blowback PCCs. They tend to be punchier than a well-gassed AR can be, which at that point, why are you even shooting 9mm? Sig MPX, on the other hand, has a very, very soft recoil impulse. Even for a short stroke piston gun, I find it to be very, very soft, which makes it easy to split fast. The red dot barely even moves when you're shooting this gun. Basically, as soon as you reset the trigger, you're back on target and you're ready to go.
Between the very nice light single stage trigger and the recoil impulse, it makes for a really nice, soft, smooth, and easy shooting experience for the user.
Okay, listen up, subgun manufacturers. Blowback in 2020 is not okay. It's not okay. It sucks. Stop saying, it's for reliability. This gun's more reliable. F*** you. Eat I'll
Dab on him.
It's 2020. Say no to blowback PCCs.
The magazines for the Sig MPX are a little bit on the more expensive side. They look like they're some sort of Lancer contract. They're smoky, and they feed reliably.
And they have ribby bumps. For
and they do have ribby bumps, which is very nice to grip.
Feels good in your hand.
Feels so good.
Feels so good.
Lots of girth.
Yeah.
However, if you do drop these, sometimes they
barf a little bit.
Do a little explodey out of the feed lips, which is not as cool, but they're not as bad as the AR Lancer mags.
Also, unlike the Lancer AR mags, these don't like crush in your hand quite as easily, and they actually feed good.
Boom!
So, if you guys have seen our TP9 video,
Good video, go watch it.
great vibes. We established some benchmarks for PCCs that we're going to be using in the future as far as reviewing, and we actually put those two, the TP9 and this MPX, head to head, and just a little summary of that is this totally blew it
Roll
out.
the clip. This was way better.
Dap, 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 dap.
Obviously, it has no recoil and it has a good trigger.
So for our PCC benchmarks, right now, this is the gun to beat. And honestly, looking at the market right now, I don't think there's a gun out there that can beat this.
Prove us wrong.
And I don't mean shooters, I mean a gun.
Yes.
So
You could probably beat us if you practice a lot, but
Or at all.
the guns.
maybe even once. If
Probably
you practice
not.
once, you could beat us.
Yes.
More. Last one, I
Yeah.
promise. Here we go. Do you want to buy skill? Do you want to show up the local USPSA match and destroy the PCC competitors? This is the gun for you right here. Sig MPX. Destroy your local PCC match.
Destroy your local UPS store. Anyways, I don't really like subguns. However, if I had to choose one, I would definitely choose this one. I think that the way it's designed, with the recoil impulse and the trigger, that it's definitely very shootable, and it's a testament to its shootability that someone as absolutely highly regarded as myself who clearly makes terrible decisions would still like this.
So it seems like a lot of people think that in 2020 you have to choose between buying a reliable gun and a high performance gun that you can actually shoot well. And those are not mutually exclusive when it comes to the Sig MPX. The Sig MPX is both reliable, it seems like it's built to last, but at the same time it's very, very fast. It's a competitive, high performance gun you can absolutely hose with. And for me, I think that's kind of a winning combination. So Sig, congratulations, you finally did something right.
The Sig MPX K, to wrap up, it's really good. It shoots so soft, and it's accurate, and it's reliable, and it's been durable thus far, and it's really hard to hate on this gun. It just works. And it works good.
Same thing, dude.
Sound off in the comments. Ha.
They're reliable.
These
They're
are
expensive.
literally Gucci branded mags.
They're expensive. They're reliable. They are better than Lancer mags,
When
but
he
they.
says literally Gucci branded mags, he just means that they're expensive. Editors
No,
know.
Gucci literally makes these. Christ.
Come on, buddy, you got
You can do this.
Okay.
It's only 11:30 p.m. You can do this.
Oh,
really?
Jesus.
No.
it. Oh,
It's
thank
10.
God.
It's quarter after 10.
Is it? No, it's not, dude. It's fucking
Quarter after
9:15.
9.
What's a good adjective for like soft to shoot? Like something that lets you push the boundaries of your skill. You know?
Competitive.
Block.
Something that can allow you. Block. Did CZ say anything yet? Again, still no?
You saw the last thing they said.
God
Okay, very
damn it,
cool.
dude. Let's go to
They
Belgium. and
clearly
rip them all.
don't know. Belgium?
Wherever the fuck they are. You know I don't care. That's better.
So, if you've made it this far, there's something wrong with you. But that's what we like about you. So, we've set up a Patreon, and if you want to give us money,
Then give us money.
patreon.com/gunthoughts. This is so dumb. Begging for money.
Please give us money, please.
If you don't want to give us money on Patreon,
That's cool.
That's cool. If you do want to support us otherwise without just giving us money on Patreon, we get it. We'll have merch soon, hopefully, and it's taking a while because we want it to actually be cool stuff that you guys might want and that we want too. So
Should I shoot this into the wall?
I